There's something you should know. You too, Bella. Some of the girls found out she didn't kill her husband. She killed her kid. I don't reckon she's going to be too safe in here from now on.
You make one move, Smith.
What, me? I just came to warn poor Bella.
Now get inside.
I reckon that should stir things up.
I reckon.
That bitch. I'll help you fix her.
This takes brains, not muscle. Good, she's so thick she got more layers than a Big Mac.
Where are you taking me? To your cell.
Why?
Because it's one of the few places that you'll be safe.
Well, why don't you lock the others up? They're the ones making the threats.
Just get a move on.
I want to see the governor.
You do you?
I do not want to be locked in my cell day and night. It's your job to control these hoodlums.
You'll do as you're told, or I'll have you back in solitary.
I have a right to see the governor.
Oh, very big on your rights, aren't you? Very well. If you'd rather not be locked in your cell.
Are we going to see the governor?
No.
Where are we going?
We're going to the laundry.
The laundry?
Come on.
You're bluffing.
You think so?
You can't.
I'm sure B. Smith will let you have all the rights you deserve. Now get in there.
You would have, wouldn't you?
So far, we seem to have got away with it.
By tomorrow, the publicity will have died and we can think about getting back to normal.
Thank heaven for that.
I've had to lock Albrecht in her cell. They know.
What? How could they?
What happened?
I was supervising Albrecht in the garden. Smith arrived and said they knew she'd killed her baby.
Damn. How on earth did they find out?
Oh, I think that's pretty obvious. Karen Travers.
Surely not.
How else?
It's impossible to tell with B.
Well, first things first, what do we do?
There's no alternative. Put her back in solitary.
But her trial's not for a month. We can't keep her in solitary that long.
What else are we supposed to do?
I'm afraid I agree with Meg. It's far too long.
After what she's done?
Well, can't we transfer her to another prison?
No, the other prisons didn't have a news blackout. The women would know.
She'd be in just as much danger.
Then we keep her here, treat her like any other prisoner, and if she gets hurt,
We make sure she doesn't get hurt.
There's going to be a lot of strain on the staff guarding her like this, but I suppose there's no other way.
No, I'm afraid there isn't. Albrecht must never be left alone, and she must be kept as far away from B. Smith as possible.
Oh, well, Smith's already beat our security arrangements once already.
Yes, but we do have in Mr. Fletcher a deputy governor who excels in difficult situations. Fill him in with what has happened as soon as possible.
What about Karen? Do you really think it was her?
Oh, it must have been. She was the only one that knew.
Well, that's not entirely true. I mean, we all knew.
Are you suggesting the staff cannot be trusted?
Well, no, not exactly.
Oh, come off it, Meg. Why would any of us leak information like that? All we get out of it is extra work. Just shows what happens when you trust a prisoner.
Vera, would you inform reception that when Karen arrives, she is to be brought to my office?
I really thought she'd be all right. In the recreation room last night, B was making threats.
Well, what did you do about it?
Well, what could I do? I kept an eye on things, and when B put a foot out of line, I jumped on her.
I'm sorry.
She said she'd see Karen later, but I didn't think she was going to put her under any pressure.
Well, Karen knew the situation. She stood up to B. Smith before.
I know, that's what I mean.
B's too clever to use physical violence. She knows we're watching. I can only conclude that Karen gave the information willingly.
The point is, they'll really crack down on security. Bring Jim Fletcher into the firing line.
Well, we all know about him, don't we?
Still won't be easy.
Do we, you know?
For what she did, she deserves it. Slow and painful.
I could poison her.
Oh, don't be stupid, Lizzie.
Why?
Well, for one thing, when you're the cook, it's a bit different. When those shearers got sick, they just blamed your lousy cooking. But if she gets sick, they'll know who did it. And guess who'll get lumbered?
What are we going to do then, Bee?
I don't know. What about the big M? Maybe she's got some ideas. What do you reckon, Martha? Maybe you could roll on her and crush her to death. All right, you two, get back at it.
Well, Bee?
I don't know. Let's think about it. Get back to work, you two.
Come in.
You wanted to see me?
I did. Karen, I must confess, I am bitterly disappointed.
Why?
You are well aware of the reason.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Don't play games, Bella Albrecht.
What about her? Oh, you don't mean that I...
Don't pretend, Karen. You are the obvious source.
I haven't said anything.
You and B. Smith discussed the matter last night in the recreation room.
Bee asked me about it, but I didn't say anything. Mrs. Jackson was there.
Mrs. Jackson has already reported to me. Now, I realize it is unfortunate that you share a cell with B. Smith, but you are one of the few prisoners who can stand up to her. So why did you tell her? You certainly show no signs of having been coerced.
I haven't been coerced, and I haven't said anything.
Karen, stop lying. How stupid do you think I am? Now, it has been a very trying day, and I do not wish to pursue this matter any further. You will lose your study release, and your parole will be reviewed.
I may have been the obvious source, but I didn't do it.
I had very high hopes for you, Karen, but we learn from our mistakes, and I shall certainly learn from this one. Do you have anything more to say? Anything in mitigation? Then you might think about your responsibility if anything happens to Bella. You will certainly have done your part. Take her away.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, Greg, nothing.
Come on, we're still friends, aren't we?
Are we?
What's the matter? You can't blame me for something I don't even know about.
Why not? I just was. The women know about Bella Albrecht, and I'm being blamed.
Oh, good grief. And of course you didn't.
No, I didn't.
It's all right, keep your cool.
My uni's been suspended, and they're reviewing my parole.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That's what the governor said, and she means it.
Well, you can find out who talked. Bea would know.
Bea and I aren't on very good terms at the moment. Oh, forget it, Greg. That's just the way things go.
Yeah, well, something will work out.
You know, I was thinking just now, what if something does happen to Bella? The same thing should happen to me.
What are you talking about, Karen?
Well, the women are going to be out to get her because she murdered a child. But she and I did the same thing, Greg. Killed a child for the sake of a man.
Karen, that's ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
Well, it's a very different thing. I mean, to abort a fetus in the early stages of development, well, that's rather different to killing a 5-year-old child in cold blood.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
End of work.
Karen?
Maybe you're right.
I knew we were crowded. Surgery in the corridor now, eh, Doc?
I don't care where it is as long as he's here.
Well,
Oh, Greg, I don't know. I don't know. At the moment, I'm just very confused.
trust me. As a doctor.
Thanks. I'd better go.
Sure. Karen? Take care.
Right. 500 it is. Come on, Lizzie.
I don't want to play cards.
Sit down. Okay, that's Lizzie and Monty and me, and we need a fourth. Come on, Angie. Play cards. Sorry, Martha. All full up. Okay, that's Lizzie and Monty against Angie and me, and if you cheat, Lizzie, I'll bloody kill you.
Does that mean I'm not supposed to win?
Of course, she's got tickets on herself. Well, here comes the traitor in our midst. What's it feel like to be on the other side?
I'm not on anyone's side. I was asked to keep a confidence, and I did.
Yeah, well, as it turned out, we didn't need your help anyway, did we?
No, you didn't, did you? And I hope you're satisfied.
What's that supposed to mean?
Thanks to you, I've lost my parole and my studies have been suspended.